Okie dokie. Let's see if we can find us on the Paper Sweeties business page live. There I am. Let's pull us up. Shut the laptop off. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. Oh my gosh. It is rainy and windy and gloomy here today. Sorry, I didn't have my computer turned off. How is it in your little neck of the woods? It is not a nice day here today. It is pretty yucky, and it's windy, and the house is, you know, the wind, it's creaking, so little Miss Bailey is going to be out of her mind. I'm sorry, you guys, and my husband isn't home. He had to go into the office today, so it's just me and Bailey. All right, I'm gonna share this really quick in our Create group so some of our friends over there can find us, and then we'll get to crafting. How's that sound, Patricia? New Mexico, nice and sunny. Oh, I'm envious. Oh my goodness, this is not gonna work if she just barks during the whole video. This is not gonna work. Bailey, come here. Come here. Come. Come here. Come in here with mommy. Come in here. All right, I'm gonna lock her in here with me, and maybe that'll prohibit her from barking too much. Give her a bone. Come on in here. Come on, get in here. Get in your little bed. Here's your bones. So maybe that'll pacify her. Sorry. Okay, so let's see where we left off yesterday. Patricia, did you watch yesterday's little segment where I shared how I was starting to decorate a little mini tree stand bucket? I was inspired by my friend Ginger from Glitzy Creations by Ginger. She is making one, and I love how hers is coming out. Okay, good. So I wanted to make one for my granddaughter's little tree, and then as I got to making it, I am loving it so much. The idea popped in my head that I wanted to make one for me, but I didn't necessarily just want to have it out at Christmas and then put it away. So I think I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby and get me the same little tree like I got for my granddaughter, but in white. And then I, throughout the year, will create seasonal mini tree stands for the different months. Like January can be winter, and February can be Valentine's, and March, I might skip right over St. Patrick's because I don't really decorate for that, but I could do Easter, and then spring, and then summer, and hi, my friend Ginger. Did you hear us talking about you? We're talking about your amazing creativity, wrapping your Bose clay bucket and turning it into a mini tree stand. So I'm continuing to work on mine, my sweet friend, using some of your amazing foam sheets. So this, you guys, is Ginger's beautiful gingerbread color foam sheet. Isn't that so gorgeous? Let me plug my hot glue gun in really quick. She has, and correct me, Ginger, I want to say she has probably 25, maybe different colors. So a larger selection than like a big box store, like a Hobby Lobby. And her sheets are not only thicker, they're larger too. So if you want to get some really nice colors of glittered foam sheets, and the more economical way to do it is to buy the larger sheets from Ginger. Just reach out to her. 24 colors. See, I was close. I was close. I've been stalking your pin on top of your page because I want all of the colors. Hi, Dewey. How are you? How are you? Aw. Oh, okay. Oh, at 3:30. I know I'm a chatty Cathy, so I'm not sure if I'll be off by then, but I will go back and watch your replay and I will share it. So yes, Ginger, we kind of mulled it over yesterday. Those of us that were chitty-chatting yesterday, that we love this idea so much. Bailey, come here. Come here. It's very rainy and windy here today, like extremely windy, and it's shaking the house, and it's bothering little Bailey. She's all out of sorts. But Ginger, I messaged you. We're loving this idea so much, and I feel like I don't want to just put mine away at Christmas time. So I feel like I'm going to, throughout the year, create more, like seasonal, like a winter one, and a Valentine's one, and an Easter one, and a spring one, and a summer one, and a beach one, and a Halloween, Pinkoween, and maybe fall, all of the seasons. So I will have actually something to do, recycle all of these little Model Magic buckets that I have laying around. I think they'll be a fun thing to work on throughout the year, isn't it? Yes, ma'am. Do it with us. Do it with us. You're so creative, and I just can't bear to throw a bucket like that out. So when I empty mine, I usually throw craft supplies in it. But this will be a great idea. And what I think, hi Yvette, welcome. Ginger, what I think I want to do, just to try to conserve some storage space, is when I can, when it would work out with the colors, I want to try to make mine double-sided. Meaning on one side, like this is going to be, yes. I think I'm going to go and grab one of the little white trees right now from Hobby Lobby. Shh. Because if I wait, I feel they might get gone. So I'm just going to grab one of the little white trees, and I'm just going to get one. And what my intention is to have the interchangeable themed stands and the one tree. And because they're teeny tiny, Ginger, I think I got a smaller one than you got. Yours looked bigger and fuller, but I got this little one for Brooke, my granddaughter. So I'll probably get this same size for me in white, because then I can use it all year. I mean, I could use pink all year. I could use pink all year. Maybe I'll get a pink one and a white one. Maybe that's what I'll do. And then what my intention is to decorate the tree each month, and then, because it's tiny, I'll just undecorate the tree. I'm going to leave the tree, I'm going to leave the stands alone, and I'm going to undecorate the tree probably. So I don't have to have 12 trees and 12 buckets. And then if I make my buckets double-sided, I might only have to have 6 buckets. And then the only thing is, and I think I'll probably put it right here in the corner in my craft room. I have a little stand and a little shelf, and mine will fit on that little shelf right there. Yours looked a lot fuller than mine. Mine looks very Charlie Brown. Yours look, your branches looked fuller. And the whole tree looked fuller than mine. Maybe not. Yours looked nicer. Maybe you got yours last year and this year this is what they have. But that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make my buckets double-sided when I can. Like this is the gingerbread. So on one side I'm doing it Christmas and gingerbread. And then on the other side, because it's still gingerbread, foam sheet, I could do like fall. Because this color would be good for like fall. You see what I'm saying? Because like probably for January, for winter, I might want to do white. And then for Valentine's Day, maybe pink. And like I could do Valentine's Day pink on one side and then maybe Easter pink on the other side. See what I'm saying? And then I would only have to store 6 buckets instead of 12. Does that make sense, you guys? Because, I mean, you know, we downsized. I don't have a lot of storage space. And because they're going to be so bumpily on the front. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Because they're going to be so bumpy on the front with the embellishments, you can't really nest them into one another to store. They kind of have to be standing alone. Okay, good. Well, that's what I'm going to do at mine. Y'all, I mean, you could do whatever you want with yours. You can make 12 individual ones. You can make yours with the round buckets. You can make yours with cardboard boxes. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Monica. Yes. You can make them like Ginger did with the round Bose clay bucket. Hi, Lydia. How are you? Oh, I'm so excited about my fall. We're not gonna call it Halloween. We're gonna call it Pinkoween. My Pinkoween nutcracker, one of a kind, beautiful, handmade, gorgeous design coming soon from the wonderful Lydia. She's gonna make me a Pinkoween nutcracker. I can make one, you guys, especially now that Ginger said that they're back again at Walmart. But I just loved Lydia so much, and she agreed to make me one, so I'm gonna have her make me one. Then I'll have one of her one-of-a-kind designs. Hi, Paula, how are you? So Lydia, we're brainstorming about our buckets. So you saw I started this yesterday. This is Ginger's idea to cover some sort of container with her gorgeous foam sheets. So she covered a Bose plastic container from foam clay. I covered a Model Magic container. So, and I have these because I use Model Magic for my popcorn. So all of mine are gonna be this rectangle shape. And I showed yesterday, it was a little tricky and I had to do it in 4 pieces because these buckets, I don't know why I'm sitting here holding this tree. These buckets are, they taper down. It's not the same size. You see how it tapers in on the sides, and then they're also curved on the sides. So Ginger, you probably were able to wrap your foam sheet all the way around. I'm assuming the bucket was the same size all the way down. This one wasn't, so it was just a little bit trickier. I mean, not hard, just trickier. Shh. Sorry, you guys. So I had to do it in 4 pieces. Not a problem because we are gonna make this look like a gingerbread house. So I am gonna put white foam clay down those seams to look like royal icing. Super cute. And then I took the largest drip cookie cutter from See My 3D Prints, traced it onto this pretty canvas ribbon from Michaels. I also found that from one of Ginger's lives and put the drip up there. And you see I put it down a little bit because right now I'm gonna start, and we can keep talking. I'm gonna wrap the whole top of this container because I want to camouflage the plastic little lip. I wanted to camouflage that. So we're gonna wrap this with just messy. I'm gonna form it with my fingers to look like snow on top of a roof. And we're gonna wrap it all the way around. This one is for my granddaughter. And I know my daughter-in-law will not change the tree out seasonally. She'll put it out for Christmas and then put it away. So I didn't want to waste this gorgeous canvas ribbon. So I only put it on the front and the sides. I didn't put it on the back, and I'm not going to decorate the back for my granddaughter. But for mine, I will. I'll go all the way around. The front of mine can be Christmas, gingerbread, and then the back of mine, to be determined. Something that will go with the gingerbread foam clay sheet. And like I said, fall. And I'm gonna have that up top. In my world, fall is pink and aqua and sparkle. I don't lean towards orange or purple or, you know, the russets or the eggplants. I don't have any of those colors in my house at all. My house is very, all my furniture is white and light and bright. We're at the beach. I painted that whole interior of my house, that real pretty soft aqua. My front door is a darker aqua. My patio furniture is hot pink. Yeah, so that could be fall for me. I'm just saying, probably not for you guys, but for me it could. For me it could. All right, I'm gonna get working with some of this white clay, and we can keep talking and let's keep brainstorming. So who's gonna make these cute little buckets to put a little Christmas tree in? Who's gonna make these little, and yesterday we said we're gonna call them mini, what did we say? I wrote it down. Mini tree seasonal stands. Mini tree seasonal stands, because that's what they are. They're for a mini tree. Hi Jolene, how are you? All right, I'm taking just some white clay, the TCT clay, and it'll work good for this application because the TCT clay is a little bit on the softer side, a softer clay. Hi, sweet friend. Hi, sweet friend. So, and like I said, those of you that watch Yanira, I love Yanira. I watch her daily. She, in a lot of her designs, does what she calls the messy, where you don't roll it out and cut something out with a cookie cutter. Like if she's doing a stand and putting things on top of the stand, she'll do a messy application where she'll just take the foam clay and just push it in with her fingers. So that's kind of what I thought I would do with this to cover the top of this. We want it to just look like snow, softly drifting, dripping over the side of the house. So, I have the idea in my head, and hopefully hi Alma, we're working on our little mini tree stand again. Are you so excited to make one? Are you so excited? Lydia, are you gonna make one with us? Thank you, sweetie. Thanks for glittering. Lydia. So excited. I'm gonna get a Lydia original design. You have to sign it somehow, okay? Like maybe on the bottom or the back somewhere when the foam clay dries, you have to sign it. I want you to sign it. This might be too thin. I wrote it too thin. Oh, good. Oh, it's gonna be so fun to make them, don't you think, Alma? Hi, Lucy. We're embellishing our mini tree stand bucket that we started yesterday. We're going to take some white foam clay, and I'm just doing what Yanira from Yanira's Designs calls just a messy, I I don't know what she calls. She calls it something messy, where you don't roll your clay out and cut it with a cookie cutter. You just, you know what? I need to put some tacky glue on this, or else it's just gonna pop right off. Thank God I thought of that before I kept going. She calls it just a messy, just adding the clay in a messy kind of design. Oh, perfect, Lydia. See? Now you can turn them all into adorable, fun little mini tree stands. And two guys, that'll give us something fun to continue to work on, like all during 2025. Every month we can just get together and share ideas with each other how to decorate a bucket for whatever the new month is, right? Because everyone always has such great ideas, and people think of things that I always say, oh, I would have never thought of doing that. That's why I love our little creative community. Everyone has such fabulous ideas, and everyone's so creative and inspirational. And I love when the creativity just flows. Okay, so I just added some rough tacky glue up there. Oh, perfect. Perfect, Lid. I know that you said you were driving. Yeah, I didn't want you to try to comment while you were driving and have a wreck. All right, I'm starting on the back. I don't want to say I've never done this messy technique, because I did. That little ice cream gingerbread house that I showed yesterday, I did do the messy technique on the bottom of that one. This one. So this is what I'm going for. This was just a foam disc from Dollar Tree. I covered, and then you see I just pushed it with my fingers. And then I covered with glitter. So this one I'll probably cover with glitter too. So that's the effect I'm going for, which should be super quick and easy. Hi Vicki, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, it'll be so fun for us to create all the different little buckets as the seasons change throughout the year next year. It'll be so fun for us. I made that thicker, and I think I made it like too thick. Now it doesn't need to be that thick. It's just like too much clay. So I'm just spreading it with my fingers. Hi Marquita, welcome. I'll put it like this so maybe you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just spreading it, pushing it and pulling it and dipping it and stretching it with my fingers just to make it look like snow. And then I will go back because, you know, my projects are not finished until they have glitter. I will go back and glitter this. And this is the one for my little granddaughter. So I'm maybe not gonna do as much on hers as I know I probably will on mine, because my my daughter-in-law and son are a little bit more minimalists. Hi Krista, welcome. Minimalist, you would never use that word and my name in the same sentence, ever. Hi, sweet Carissa. Hi, love bug. Hi, my little love bug. We're working on Baby Brooks gingerbread tree stand. And what I'm doing right now is just adding white clay to look like snow on the top of the gingerbread house. And I'm just doing the messy technique. If you watch Yanira, she does that quite often on her designs, and she just calls it a messy technique, where you don't have to roll it out and cut it with anything. You're just messily forming it with your fingers. So that looks like snow. And then when we, hi Donna, welcome. Then when we add glitter to it, it'll definitely look like snow. And I mean, I'm being overly fussy with it. You don't even have to fuss with it. And you are gonna want to add some of the original tacky glue or even original Elmer's glue to that plastic rim. And then I'm bringing it down just a little bit onto the foam clay to just help it stick so it doesn't pop off. You don't want your messy snow to fall off your roof and crash down onto your all of your door and your embellishments in the front. I mean, that happens though. We lived in upstate New York for 30 something years, and that definitely does happen, where you get a big heavy snow and then in the middle of the night you hear this whoosh, and it's you know, it's from the melting on the roof, and then when it melts enough, a whole sheet of ice and snow will give way and go crashing down. That does happen. All right, and I'm looking on the inside. I mean, I have to be mindful. I don't want to waste too much clay. I'm probably getting a little aggressive with my clay. I don't want to waste it, right? I don't want to waste it. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. That is my husband trying to call me. He worked out of the... I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If he continues to keep calling, I will have to hop on my... I can maybe message him on my laptop. Let me see if I can find him. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. He's probably calling to let me know he's on his way home from Raleigh. So 2.5 hours from now. So I have 2.5 more hours of freedom. I mean, he works from home. Zoe's home all of the time. All of the time. I never get a day to just myself. Which, it's so nice that he can work from home. But, I mean, right? Right? I mean, I never get any time just to myself. I want some time just to myself. Without being bothered or watched. That probably sounds terrible. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay, so back here, where I told you I didn't wrap the canvas ribbon all the way around the back for my granddaughters, because I know my daughter-in-law is not going to change it out. So this is just going to be Christmas. She'll probably put it on her little stand in her room, in the baby's room, hopefully. And I didn't want to waste that pretty glittered canvas ribbon. So where I ended both pieces, wrapping to the back, I just brought the clay down to look like a drip in those corners, okay? And after we get this all the way around, yep, you definitely can do that. You definitely can wrap it with some kind of electrical tape or duct tape, or you could do tacky glue and use, they have the, I forget what they call them. This, you guys. You could put your tacky glue on thick and then use this textured snow stuff. Or you could put your tacky glue on and use what I used on the Santa Claus, you guys. That would be cute, and that would not be that expensive, and it's probably 50% off now. You could use that curly snow stuff. I think it was $4.99 a bag before they put stuff 50% off, so you could use that. Because I'm sure it's 50% off now. I feel like I need to stock up some more. Oh, definitely, yeah, Carissa, I think it still would look like snow. I just want to use the foam clay because in my head, that's the look I'm going for. But that's the neat thing about us brainstorming, is we can share ideas with each other. And if you don't necessarily like something that I'm doing to mine, maybe an idea that someone shares, you might fall in love with and want to do that with yours. But I think for mine, at least for the gingerbread one, because it is going to be a little gingerbread house with drips and snow, that's why I wanted to do the clay for mine. But yeah, by all means, guys, I mean, just use my idea as inspiration and definitely make yours your own. And like I said, I'm going to start an album in the Create group for us all to post pictures of our different tree stand projects. And then we can find inspiration from each other. And maybe something that I'm doing on mine you're not crazy about, but maybe someone else will post a picture of something they did on theirs. Hi, Maricela, how are you? We are embellishing our little Christmas mini tree stand that we started working on yesterday. I hope you're having a good Friday. And I'm doing the messy snow technique just to get it like on the roof of my little gingerbread house. And then I'll roast some worms for the royal icing on the seams. And then we'll add our embellishments. But yeah, I'll start an album in the Create group, you guys. And I will put my videos of throughout the year, and I'll grab Ginger's too, and put them in the album so you guys could go back, and then if anyone wants to join us, whatever, a few months from now or mid-year or whatever, everyone can always go back and kind of see how we started working with the buckets. And then, like I said, we can all take inspiration from each other. Like Lucy doesn't want to do clay on the top of hers, so she's going to do something different. So that's why I just shared. You could use that curly snow I put on the Santa. You could use the iridescent snowflakes that Hobby Lobby has now. Yeah, that's the cool thing about all of us sharing is we can take inspiration from each other. Ma'am, no barking. No, ma'am. It's windy here, you guys, so Bailey is barking at the wind. Hi, wreaths and things. Welcome. All right, so I do have two seams in front where the little drips, where I had to connect the ribbon. So I'm just using my fingers to pull some of the foam clay down to make it look like a drip of snow came down. And this technique is very easy, you guys. It's just really just rolling a thick worm for this instance, and then just using your fingers to just push it on and push it around and make it look messy. There's not really any super skill involved. But I think it's gonna look very snowy in the end. I think it'll be super cute. And I learned this technique from our friend Yanira. I love watching her. Super cute, super cute. I love when she says that. She is super cute. She's just darling, isn't she? She's so sweet. Love her. She's just always in a good mood too. I love that. I love that. Yeah. And like the messier the better for this, you guys. I mean, it doesn't have to be. And if you don't like the messy look, again, you don't have to do this. If you want something a little bit more neat, you can certainly roll out your... She comes on at all different times, Lydia. So just follow her page, Designs by Yanira. And she doesn't have any set time. She just pops on whenever. Sometimes she'll let you know, but mostly she just pops on. So if you don't like the messy snow look, you guys can certainly roll out your white foam clay and cut it with a cookie cutter. And for those of you that don't like the messy look, or if you don't want to use so much clay, that might be a better option for you too, okay? You'd be surprised though. I mean, it's just like when you do sprinkles and you sprinkle the whole bottle on your project and whatever sticks, sticks. And then you put the leftover back in the bottle and you're like, oh, I didn't really use that much. This is the same thing. I mean, it looks like you're using a huge amount of clay, but I'm really pressing it down and pushing it over. So you'd be surprised. I don't think you use as much clay as you think you would. But again, there's other options. There's other options. You can cut your drips. And you saw how I started with mine down. You could put your drip right up under the lip of your bucket. And then maybe just outline it with some yarn. There's a lot of different things you guys can do. You don't have to do exactly like I'm doing. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, I love Yanira. I love her. I love watching her. She's very creative. I love her style and designs. And I just love her. She's so funny. She's so funny. She's really fun to watch. So if you're new to her, check her out. Let her know I sent you. We always like to, or at least I do, I don't know if you guys are the same. I always like to know if someone's new, they're like, oh, I'm new, I found you from da-da-da-da-da. I always like to know where people are coming from and where they're seeing me from. I think that's neat. Okay, guys. I mean, I feel like for all intents and purposes, my messy snow looks really cute. I'm just going back around, sticking my fingers in it some more, squishing it. I mean, this is fun to do. It's very easy. And by doing this technique, if you do have any seams with your drip, that'll help camouflage your seams. So cute, you guys. I'm making it really bumpily on the front. I'll probably go around and do the same all the way around, but I love how it looks. It looks really puffy. I wanted it to and as the foam clay dries, it'll puff up even more. I wanted it to look really puffy and snowy, like the roof was super covered with snow. I think I'm achieving my goal. Is it looking good, Alma? Do you like it? So you guys see, you can use foam clay, you can do the messy look like I'm doing, you could roll it out and do something very more streamlined with your cookie cutters. You could use yarn, you could use white duct tape, you could use the curly snow material I used on my Santa, you could use those iridescent snow text flakes. There's even a snow text material that I used to use on my cards for paper crafting. I think it's called snow text. And it comes in a jar and you just put it on with a paintbrush. You can use that, you guys, for your roof. Yep. Okay, so the messy look. How many want to give that a try? The messy look. Sorry, my husband left me a voicemail. Probably just to say he's coming home. So I had a seam of this canvas ribbon right there and then right there. And you see how I just used my finger and pulled a drip down and covered the seam? So you don't even see the seams. And I didn't have any seams on the side, but then I pulled it down in the back to cover where it ended, because on my granddaughters, I didn't wrap the ribbon around the back because I was just trying to conserve some. It looks really puffy and really snowy, and I'll let it dry. And then of course, you guys know I have to glitter it. I will have to glitter it. I will have to. I'll use some white iridescent glitter. And I think that'll just finish it off nice. It's cute though. It looks like puffy snow. Or like real fluffy icing on a cookie. Hi Deanna, welcome. So that's how I finished the top of mine. And when I pulled my white clay out, it was probably like 2 fistfuls, 2 good chunky fistfuls full. And I have this much left. So even though it looked like I was using a whole bunch, it didn't really use that much, because I spread it around Just make sure that you put your tacky glue down before you add it so it doesn't pop off. Okay. All right. And then I'm not concerned about really what the inside looks like. I kind of smoothed it down a little. But remember, the tree is going to go in here, and then I will put some sort of material, I don't know what yet, to kind of cover the bottom, the base of the tree. This part of the tree and this part of the tree. I will put styrofoam in here, glue it in really good, and then embed this into the styrofoam, and then I will put something fluffy here. Probably something white. Oh, well, I have the white out. I'll keep going, and I'll do my favorite thing in the world. I'll try to roast some worms, and we'll go down the 4 side seams to make our royal icing. Something white. I don't know. I'll put my thinking cap on, and I will, you know, I'll run myself around Hobby Lobby and see what I can find. All right. I'm going to put this little bit back in the bag so it stays wet. And again, you guys, that's kind of why I like working with the TCT clay, because it is a softer clay. And for me, I feel like it's a little bit easier to work with. It doesn't dry out in texture and crack as quickly as the firmer foam clays do. And just for me, it's easier. Hi Brenda, welcome. For me, it's easier because I still do struggle a little with rolling worms and not getting the texture. All right, I just want to see how fat I want the worm, because I want to make sure it covers our whole seam. I don't want any of this seam to show. So I feel like this is pretty good. I want to see you. Use your palms. I do. I start off with this, and then I do use my palms, and no matter what I do, what clay I use, because I use either the TCT foam clay that I carry that's softer, or I use Crystal's Glitz and Glue, I always get the texturing. Always, 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 always. And sometimes not even, I don't even have to twist it. Sometimes just rolling it, I'll get the texture. But for me, it happens less frequently and less texturing using a softer clay, I have found. Okay, so I don't want to mess up any of our messy, snow, but I am going to go right down that seam with some Aleene's tacky glue, so our clay will stick to the foam sheets. I definitely want it to have a little help sticking to the foam sheet. Okay, I just put a nice little bead there. Black piece. Yeah, I have one of those from my quilting days. This, Alma, you're talking about? Yeah. I use that when I'm doing like smaller worms. I'm gonna put this on the corner here, you guys, because I want it to hang off the edge of the table a little. And I want to mash it up into my messy. Yep, I use that little acrylic ruler that I have for my quilting and sewing days. Yep. I'm going to turn it, let it hang off the table here a little bit, because I don't want to mess up any of my messy clay. I'm totally out of the picture. Sorry, you guys. I'll hold it like this. I'll just hold it up with my hand like this. So I just brought some of that messy from the corner down onto the worm. And I want to make sure that I'm pushing it down. I don't want to deform my worm though. I definitely want it to keep the definition and look like it's a piped royal icing on the corners of our gingerbread house. So cute, you guys. So stinking cute. Yeah, this one actually, because I was carrying on. Hi, Dee, how are you? Because I was carrying on about it that, oh my gosh, I can't do it. They come out terrible. And this one actually came out perfect. Go figure. Go figure. But what was I working on the other day on one of my lives? What was I just working on? I was using some blue clay. Oh, the little scarecrow, Haley. When I was rolling things out for her, like the hat, it had horrific texturing on it. Look how cute, you guys. That looks like a gingerbread house to me. The corner. Because gingerbread houses are held together with the royal icing on the corners, right? I think it's perfect. I love it. All right, I'm gonna set her down. We'll set her down over here. I'm gonna get a wipe because I got some glue on my fingers. So before I go back to my clay, I want to wipe my fingers and get that glue off my fingers. Even though it's tacky glue, I just won't get it off. Yeah, so that one came out perfect. Go figure. I guess I need you all to be with me every day when I'm trying to roll a worm, because y'all are good luck for me. And because the clay is still soft, I was able to just smooth that seam where the little, the royal icing worm met our messy snow up top. And it came out perfect, 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 perfect. All right, so we'll do another. We gotta do 4 for all 4 of our corners. So that kind of worked out perfect. That worked out perfect, I love it. It came out perfect, you guys. I love when a plan comes together. This is too much clay. Take a little bit of it off. I'm about ready to crack into a new bag. Yeah, I like Melissa's TCT clay because it is very soft. It's very soft. So for me, not a newbie, but you know, my first year working with foam clay, it is easier for me to work with. The softer clay. It's more forgiving. Let's put it that way. It's more forgiving. The softer clay is more forgiving. You have more time to work with it. It doesn't dry out as quick as the firmer clays do. So when I get clay from, see, that's starting to have some texturing. Hi Paulette, welcome. When I get clay from Crystal, I order firm always. And then when I pull clay from my shop, Melissa only has one. Hers is not soft and firm. She only has one, and all of her product line is a little bit on the softer side. All right, so bring this guy back over. And again, we're just gonna carefully put some tacky glue right along that entire side seam. And I'm using the regular original. I maybe should be using the clear, because if I have any that like seeps out, the original tends to not dry clear like the clear. So do as I say, not as I do, I guess, guys. But I have a gigantic bucket of the original. I bought like a gallon size on Amazon. So that's what I use most often, because it's less expensive than the little bottles of the clear. Hi, Annette. How are you? How are things in Gnome World today? All right, so I'm just gonna push it up into our messy snow and then carefully lay it down right on our glue, and then go back in, straighten it out. Shh, stop. Cut the excess off. And then push your top into your messy snow to make it look like all one piece. And then just play with it a little, like we did the first one, to form it. And I'm gonna gently push it down so it sticks really good. Into the foam sheet and the glue. Make sure my line is straight or straight-ish. I mean, handmade gingerbread houses are never completely straight, so you don't have to go crazy over that. Okay, guys. So one side is done. Okay. We got the snow up top, and we have our royal icing, piped royal icing covering our seams. Okay. Two more. Oh, good, Annette, yay. There are a bunch of us that are gonna be making them, so I'm super excited. I told Ginger about it. Hopefully she can hop on when her schedule, I know she's so busy all the time. Sorry guys, my hair is a mess today. But I hope she can hop on from time to time and share one with us too. She thought that was a cute idea. So I'm gonna start an album in the Paper Sweeties Create group, and then I'll add my tutorials in there, and I'll grab Ginger's and add that in there as well. And then this way, you could go back and look at them, and then if anyone joins us, after a few months or mid-year or whatever, everyone can always go back. Oh, you're still here. Okay, good. Oh, okay, good, yay. Teacher's gonna join our activity. Teacher will join us. Maybe we can pick her brain for some really cute ideas too. I hopped on Pinterest a little bit this morning and was looking, I just put in like cute mini houses or cute tiny houses, and got some sweet ideas for, they had a lot of ideas obviously for Christmas, and then some for winter and some for Easter. So I was mulling over some cute ideas. But I think it'll just be fun to see everyone's different take, how they take the seasons and how they make it their own. Everyone's different spin. Like, for example, Lucy said she probably wasn't gonna do clay up top on her Christmas one. She was gonna do something different. So it'll just be really cool to see everyone's different ideas. And then this way we can share with each other too. If someone sees mine and doesn't want to finish the top off with the clay like I did, it'll be cool to get ideas from each other on different ways that we can finish them off. Ma'am, that's Mommy's rolling pin. Step away from the fake baking supplies, Bailey. All right, so we're just gonna do this one just like the first two. Put your royal icing piping just on where you added your glue. It covers the seam beautifully, you guys. And because it is soft clay and it's still wet, I'm able to mash that seam, that corner seam together. I'm gonna cut the excess off the bottom. And then gently, lightly but firmly push it down. Because you want to make sure it gets into your glue really good. You want to make sure it marries good with your glittered foam sheet. Bailey, what are you doing, girl? You don't want anything to pop off after you do all this work, right? Okay, guys, it's looking good. All right, so there's our front side. We still have to finish that one. Back and that side both done. It looks like royal icing, you guys. It looks like royal icing. Hi, Stephanie, welcome. Hi, Lisa, how are you? Oh, I love it, Ginger. I love it. I love it, love it, love it so much. I love it. And you and I have to talk about our little, our nutcracker cookies. We have to talk a little bit about those little, the See My 3D prints, the little nutcracker, the cookie cutters. We have to talk about doing something together. The twin pink, I know they'll both be pink, nutcracker cookies. I think that'll be so fun to do together. And like you said, see how different or how much the same that they come out. They'll probably be very, very similar. Because Ginger and I both love pink, we both love glitter, we both love sparkle, we both love bling. And I would imagine a lot of us watching right now are the same. Love all the sparkle, love all the bling, love all the glitter, all of the things, right? All of the things. I think that would be fun though, to do them together and see how each of ours comes out. I know you're a busy girl though. Okay, Lucy, okay. Ginger, you are so busy. I know you are so busy. And you guys, congratulate Ginger. She is one of the very talented designers that got invited to next year's Petals and Plumes event. Ginger will be teaching next year. She announced it on her page yesterday. How exciting. How exciting. Super exciting. I can only imagine what you are gonna make. And I know it's gonna be amazing. Yes, right, Carissa? Yeah. She announced it yesterday during her live, and she put the announcement on her page with all of the designers that were invited to teach. So fun. So fun. Okay. Got glue on my table. No bueno. All right. Just grab, for our last and final side, a little bit more tacky glue, and you're just gonna lightly put it on that seam. So when you lay your foam clay down, it has something to adhere to, and it's not gonna wanna just pop off of the foam sheet. Okay? And like anything, you guys, just take your time. Take your time. Don't rush it. I think you'll get way better results if you take your time. And what I like to do a lot of times with my designs is I have a little notebook and I jot my ideas down and even sometimes draw out a little sketch. I did that for that Pinkoween cake. I formulated my ideas. I went on Pinterest for some inspiration, and every time I saw something cute, I would jot it down in my little notebook. And then when I actually sat down to start designing, I had all my ideas in front of me in one place. And I could just work through my list with my designs. Okay, you guys, so stinking cute. So cute. So we got our bucket covered. Cheryl, welcome. Here's how we are so far. So we covered the bucket with some gingerbread foam sheets from Ginger, Glitzy Creations by Ginger. Then we traced the drips using the largest drip cutter from See My 3D Prints. Traced them, cut them out with scissors, and adhered them a little bit down from the top. Then today I used the messy clay technique that Yanera shows us all the time. And I just went around the top with white foam clay and just put it on with tacky glue and used my fingers just to make it look messy like snow all the way around. And then I rolled 4 white clay worms to cover our seams, and that's gonna act as our white piped royal icing. Now this one's for my granddaughter. I'm not gonna decorate the back. So I did put the snow clay up there because I wanted it to go all around the top, but you see I didn't add the ribbon because it's so pretty and I didn't want to waste it. I know that they'll put this up against a wall and you'll never see the back. But for the one I'm doing, I'm gonna decorate all the way around. Because I feel for mine, and you guys don't have to do this for yours, but for mine, I feel like I'm gonna make mine double-sided and like maybe have my gingerbread Christmas on this side. This is an empty container from Model Magic Clay from Hobby Lobby. Cheryl, I have a lot of them because I buy Model Magic to make my popcorn that I put in a lot of my designs. So whenever it's on sale, I'll buy a bucket, and there's like 6 little packets of Model Magic in this bucket like this. So I have several of these buckets. So I think what I'm gonna do for mine is decorate 6 of them, but I'm gonna make them double-sided. So like, for example, on this side will be my gingerbread house for Christmas. And then on this side, I'll have to do something that I could come up with an idea that will coordinate with the gingerbread colored clay. Maybe something for fall. And I could do a fall pumpkin stand or something. I don't know. I'll have to think on that. But like if I cover one with pink foam sheets, on one side I could do Valentine's, and on the other side I could do Easter, for example. Just for example. Yes, Cheryl. So this is for my granddaughter, my newest little baby granddaughter. She's 4 months old. This weekend she'll be turning 4 months old. And for each of my grands, for their first Christmas, I made them a little tree. So this is going to be for my newest baby, Brooke. And then the idea, the bucket, decorated bucket tree stand is from Ginger, from Glitzy Creations by Ginger. She used a round Bose. Hi, Tracy, welcome. Ginger used a round Bose clay bucket, which probably was easier to cover than this rectangle one, because this rectangle one narrows down on the sides, and then the sides are curved. But you could go back and watch my replay from yesterday. I did it. I just took my time. It maybe took a little bit longer to cover. But I have these buckets, so I'm going to use these buckets. But you could use whatever. You could use paper mache boxes. You could use cardboard boxes from the Dollar Tree. You could use paper mache boxes from Hobby Lobby. You might have something in your stash already. You could use Tupperware containers. Any container that will fit whatever size tree that you want to put in it. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to share them all year long, and a bunch of us are hopping on to do this project. We're just going to make the buckets different ones for different seasons, like a winter and an Easter and a spring and a summer and a fall and all of the things. So throughout the year, we're going to make different little buckets. And then the tree, I'm going to put styrofoam. I'll glue it and wedge it inside my bucket. I'll put this little pink tree down in there. And then next time I'm at Hobby Lobby, I'm going to look around for something that I could put up here, some kind of fluff. Maybe that curly snow that I used on the Santa for his fur on his coat. Maybe I'll use that just to cover this top of it once I put it in the bucket. So this one's for my granddaughter. And when I finish it, I'm going to start another one right away for me. And then that's what I will be sharing with everyone from here on out. I'm just making one for my granddaughter for Christmas. And then I'm going to make 12 of them for me to keep. And I'm just going to get one white tree and change my decor out on the tree. And then like I said, I'll probably do 6 buckets, and I'll decorate one side as one season, and I'll try to decorate the other side as another season. So I don't have to end up having 12 buckets to store. I'll only have 6 buckets to store. Hi, Tracy. If that makes sense, So, so for all intents and purposes, for this little bucket, the base of it is done now. The only thing I still am going to do is once the white foam clay dries, you could do it now, but I'm going to wait till it dries. I will go back in and add clear tacky glue, and I'm going to glitter this whole top of this snowy white snow situation, okay? All right, so I'm going to set this guy on the side for a minute. I'm going to put this clay back in its bag so it stays moist, and then I'm going to show you what I made last night, and then I'm going to work on a couple of little elements. Oh, it's so cute, you guys. I just love it. You know what? You could probably even, if you don't have buckets, you could probably even go to the Dollar Tree or Dollar General and get you, in their houseware section, they probably have like little waste buckets. Get you your tree first to figure out what size tree you want, and then go ahead and figure out what bucket would work for you. Okay, you guys, we did this yesterday. I went into my paper crafting stash, because you guys know I started out as a paper crafter way back in the day in 2010 when I launched Paper Sweeties. So I do illustrate and design stamps and have them turn designs and have them turned into acrylic stamps with coordinating metal dies. This one is not Paper Sweeties. This is Spellbinders that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby for $13. But I rolled out some pink clay yesterday and just brainstorming, I was like, I wonder if this would work, if a metal die from paper crafting would work, and it did. I laid it on top of my rolled out pink foam clay, and I pushed it down like an embossing mat or an impression plate, and it created the door for me. Then I just used my bench scraper to cut it, you know, cut the sides out of the rest of the foam clay. I let it dry overnight. So that's our door. And then I took, saw what Ginger did. She took a styrofoam cone from the dollar store, cut it down, and then cut it in half with my heat tool. So I cut it down the size of my door and what would fit on my bucket, and cut it in half because I want it to fit flat. And then I used this cookie cutter, which is a snow drip cookie cutter from See My 3D Prints. And I rolled out green foam clay and just kept cutting out this shape, put some glue onto my styrofoam and layered them in there. And you see I alternated them because I didn't want the points to line up. I wanted the points to be staggered like a tree. And I kind of curled the ends up as it was drying. And I think it came out adorable. So super cute. So I made the tree with this cookie cutter. Let's grab our bucket just for placement to see. And I don't want to mess up any of my my white foam clay because it is super wet and drying. But so I'm going to put the tree like over to the side like that. And then the door will go there. And then I'm going to make a little gingy out of a little cookie cutter to go here. And then some more embellishments. That's what we're going to work on now. Cute, right, guys? I think it's so, so cute. So cute. I cannot wait to give it to my little granddaughter. She won't know. She'll only be 7 months this Christmas, her first Christmas, but I think her mom and dad will appreciate it until she gets older. I always had a little tree in my bedroom growing up, always. So I wanted to make one for my little granddaughter. All right, so I'm trying to think what color I want the gingy. So I used the brown, the gingerbread brown foam clay. So I don't necessarily want the gingy to be this exact color because I feel like it'll blend in too much. Obviously, I don't want to make them green because the tree's green. I don't want to make them pink because the front door is pink. I want them to be a different color. So, and I want it to be a little girl. And I'm having a hard time with the gingy not being like a gingy color. So, how about, let's see how this would look. Let's see how this would look. This is some mocha. And we're gonna dress her up. I'll probably make a bow for her hair. we'll make a bow for her hair. And I thought I would make like 2 tiny little hands and have her holding a tiny little lollipop. So I grabbed this little stick that I had cut off from another project. But what do you guys think? How would this mocha gingy look on top of the darker gingerbread foam sheet? I think that would be okay, you guys, because it's not the darker, like the chocolate brown. I think she'll show up. And then once we add her, we'll add a bright color bow and a real bright color lollipop, and then her little icing. I think she'll pop. Well, we can make her, and if we don't like her, I can make another one in a different color and save this for something else. But that's what I was thinking. So I pulled my little bow mold. I pulled my little holly leaf and berries mold. I thought maybe we could do something with that. I pulled my candy mold to do some candies to decorate the tree with. Remember yesterday I said I was gonna do a little graham cracker s'more cookie for the front step under the door. So we'll do that. And then I have these little molds in different sizes for the bulbs. I thought maybe I can make some of the tiniest little bulb and put some of those on the tree, or I can make some of the larger bulbs and put them lined at the top, but then I don't know, they might cover the drip and I don't want to cover the drip. So maybe we'll try making some of the tiny ones and put them on the tree in all different colors. I think that might be pretty. So I just grabbed a bunch of molds and we'll see what works. We'll see what works. And again, you guys, just take inspiration from the idea and make it your own. And I'll start an album in our Create with Paper Sweeties group. And I'll name it Mini Tree Seasonal Stand Series. And we could all, once we get making ours, we could put pictures of them in there so we can get inspiration from one another. I'll put my tutorials in there. And hi Lillian, welcome. And I'll grab Ginger's, I'll share Ginger's tutorials into the group too, so you can see her beautiful work as well. I think she hopped off because she was going live for the Friday Fabulous Fakers at 3:30. So when I finish here with y'all, I will go back and watch her replay. All right, so if you were a rolling pin in Debbie's world, where would you be? Where would you be? All right. And I'm not going to roll this too thin. I want her to be a little bit, you know, on the chunkier side. I don't want to roll this too thin. Excuse me. So I told Carissa, I'll tell you guys, so I have for years made the decorated royal icing cookies. Sorry guys, let me get one of my vitamin C drops. I don't know if I have a sinus infection or if I don't have a sinus infection, and my doctor just retired. My new one won't give me an appointment until they receive my file from my retired doctor, who is not in the office every day because he retired. So I don't know. I don't know. But I'm feeling better, but I'm not 100%. So maybe it's still just lingering effects of the COVID. Who knows? But I get, every once in a while I'll get that tickle. Sorry. So what was I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about before I got the tickle? Oh, I told Carissa. So I've done for years the royal iced fancy decorated cookies. So I have tons and tons and tons of all different kinds of cookie cutters in cookie making things and nonpareils and sprinkles and all of the things, right? So I don't make them all the time anymore. So they're in a big tote at the very top shelf. Royal Icing Incident, yep. They're in the very tippy top shelf of my pantry, which I can reach the bucket using my step stool that's in my pantry. But previously, I've not been lazy. I've gone out to the garage and gotten our 4-foot step ladder to help me get it down. Hi, Tracy. Okay, so Yvette, that's a really good question if you haven't seen me do this before. To help your clay come out smooth and nice out of your cookie cutters, this one's not very intricate, but if you have a cookie cutter that's very intricate, like this one, you see how thin that is right in there, and sometimes it'll stick and won't come out. You just use a brush and put on a little oil, and it could be any kind of oil. This is Pam cooking spray, or you could use baby oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, coconut oil, any kind of oil. I'm gonna make sure this is gonna be the right size, because I had another gingerbread cookie cutter, but it was way too big. It was almost the size of the door. I feel like it was way too big. But this seems like it's very small now. Let me grab it. Yeah, that's what I use just because it's handy. Let me grab my other cookie cutter and you guys help me decide. Let me grab it super quick. It's right here. Okay, let's cut one out of this one too and see which one, see, it's so much bigger. So I foolishly went on my step stool, started pulling my tote down, and I'm like, oh, it's heavier than I remember. I forgot that I had another plastic bucket on top of the larger bucket, and the smaller bucket was filled with my sprinkles, nonpareils, gel food color bottles, my little pot food color containers, all of the things, and it came crashing down onto the floor. The little bucket that I loved because it had one of the little inserts with all the little little storage that you could pull out and then put larger stuff underneath. That whole container bucket broke. The two of the containers that the nonpareils were in, one was the black, larger nonpareils that you could use for eyes for characters. And the other one was the microscopic white nonpareils that you just sprinkle on. Both those containers broke, went spewing from my pantry all the way through my kitchen into my dining area, all over, because they just were under my refrigerator, under my stove, everything. Hi, Connie, how are you? So to just get a cookie cutter, I ended up having a 45-minute disaster mess on my hands. Oh my gosh. I was going to come on at 2 and I didn't come on until 2:30 because. All right, let's cut this one out really quick and figure out what size we like better. They're the exact same cookie cutter, the exact same shape. It's just one is smaller and one's larger. They came in 2 different sets. And they're called shape changers. So if you cut it this way, it's a gingerbread. And then if you cut it this way, it's a bunny with the bunny ears. So I always love that because you could get 2 different things out of one, which is always nice. All right, this is larger, but I'm gonna put just a little bit of oil around the edges. Just like in that area right there. I don't want that to stick. Let's see. Let's see which one we like better. I truly, when I had these in the kitchen, thought that this one was going to be way too big. But maybe it won't. We'll see. Okay. There's that one, and there's that one. Back in the bag. Carefully bring our bucket over again, because I don't want to mess up any of our royal icing worms. So we're going to put our tree over there. We're going to put our door there, and the step, the cookie step down below. See, that's what I'm thinking, and a star probably on top of the tree. So that's why I'm thinking maybe we might want the larger gingerbread, because that door is going to look so tall. See, that looks so teeny tiny, you guys. I feel that that is too small. Yeah, I feel like the bigger one. I feel like the bigger one. What do you guys think? Because the little one is so teeny tiny. The larger one? I won't wreck this. I'll keep this. The bigger one, yep. That's what I thought. I'll keep this. I think this would be a cute size, you guys. Let me take these pieces off. All right, we'll use the bigger one. I'm so glad I went and got that, because I agree. But the little teeny tiny one that I just made, I'm not going to wreck it. I'm going to keep it and decorate it, and I think it would be an adorable ornament to hang off of Baby Brooke's tree. So Mimi will decorate him and put a little string through him. I don't want to get fingerprints on him. And he'll be the perfect cute size as an ornament on her tree, right? Cute. Bailey, no ma'am. All right, I'm just going to set him over here on the side. Out of the way. All right. Okay, so that's our Gingy. Grab some black and make a couple little Gingy eyes. So I'm gonna keep it simple. Just make some gingy eyes and rosy cheeks. And then 2 little hands holding a lollipop. And then we'll do some icing up top on her head, down by her feet, and a bow in her hair. Okay. We'll keep it simple. Keep it simple. So how's everyone thinking they're gonna decorate their Christmas one? Those of you on that are going to do these cute little mini tree stand seasonal buckets, how are you going to decorate your Christmas one? Are you going to do traditional colors? Are you going to do candyland colors? Are you going to do colors to match your decor? And then what theme do you think you'll do? Will you do candyland? Will you do traditional? Will you make your bucket look like a gingerbread house like mine? Ginger did a gingerbread house for hers as well, but hers has a different look than mine even. It has definitely a different look than mine. How's everyone thinking they're gonna do theirs? Maybe just a smidge too big. Eyes are so hard. I feel like bigger eyes are cute though. I like big eyes on characters. I think it makes them look really cute with big eyes. Connie, how's your scarecrow coming? How's Bailey coming? Haley's sister. Haley's sister. And I find it so hard to, if you are making your eyes from scratch, to get them to be the same size. I find it hard to get roll two to be the same size. Okay, those look pretty good. And just push them down. And if you have eyes, you know, the character eyes, like from Amazon or off of Etsy, you can use those. But I'm gonna use these. I want it to have a little bit more of a whimsical kid kind of look. This is the one for my granddaughter. So 2 little eyes. And it's wet clay still. So they will just stick. No problem. Hi, Mandy, how are you? We are working on this really cute idea that I got from Ginger, from Glitzy Creations by Ginger, to decorate a little container, a little bucket, and use it as a tree stand for a mini tree. So as soon as I finish shading this Gingy's cheeks, I will show you my bucket so far. And I like really big rosy cheeks on my characters too. Cute. So cute. This is a set of shadows I got at Walmart, you guys, for $8, $7.99. And I got my shading brushes at Walmart too in the makeup section. And they were like $9.99. And I got this whole set of them. different sizes for like $10. So for less than $20, I got my shading and my brushes from the Walmart. Okay. Okay. Then she's gonna need 2 little hands, and we wanna make a little lollipop for her. And the icing. So let's do the icing really quick and get it out of the way. Don't need a lot, which is good. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of white. And this is a brand new bag of white, so it's nice and squishy, which helps me with my rolling my worms. The squishier clay is helpful to me rolling my worms. So yeah, so what's everyone going to, oh, you're finishing, oh, Bailey, that's right, Haley and Bailey, that's right, Bailey. Yeah, that's what I called her, because that's my dog's name, Bailey. Haley and Bailey. Finishing Bailey, I can't wait to see her. Are you gonna keep her or sell her? I was gonna keep mine. Hi Sue, how are you? But at the very last second, I put it for sale. See, who was asking me earlier, do you use the acrylic plate to roll? And I do. You guys see, I do. If it's gonna be really small, I'll use my little acrylic piece to roll. And that is helpful, you guys. That is helpful. It does cut down on the texturing, and it helps you roll a more uniform worm. Keep. Oh, I can hardly believe that. Everything you make is adorable, Connie. I can't wait to see her. We'll have to do a post and post them together side by side. Haley and Bailey. And I'm just looking at my Gingy to kind of get the sizing. I don't want it too thin because I like, you guys know I like chunky. I like chunky everything. I like chunky everything. Chunky Gingies, chunky icing, chunky elements on my projects. I like chunky. All right, so then I'm gonna tuck it a little bit behind her head. And then just kind of do your little loopy loops for your icing. Just kind of tuck it behind her head a little. Okay, and we're gonna put a bow. And then it's a little too chunky right there in the middle. Let's see if I can bring it down some. And then maybe this whole piece will work for her feet. Oh, this is so cute, you guys. Hi, Andrea. How are you? How are you, sweet girl? Is it raining over in your neck of the woods? It's raining here. It's yucky. All right, so again, I'm just gonna tuck it under one of her little feet, bring it up, and then tuck it under the other side. Okay. Hers is cute. I'll show you in a quick second, Andrea, what we're working on. And then I'm gonna come on the other side, do the same thing. Tuck it up under. Do you your little squiggle. And tuck it under. Okay. Our little feeties. So cute. Oh, I love it. I'll have to go back and watch yours, Andrea. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope he feels better soon. You've probably seen the end of August, I was out to my son and daughter-in-law's helping babysit with the baby. My daughter-in-law was sick. And I was okay. I got there Thursday, I was okay. Friday, I was okay. Saturday, she kept testing because she works in a hospital and she tested positive for COVID. I've never had it. So Sunday, I was okay. Sunday night, I started with a headache. Monday, I woke up sore throat. Tuesday, nose. So I was sick for like a week and a half. And now it possibly has gone into sinus infection. So I get them chronically. Every time I get a cold, I get a sinus infection. May or may not, I don't know. I had a backup antibiotic and steroid I failed and put myself on. I'm feeling a little bit better. So I reached out to my ENT back in Chapel Hill. Got a recording. He just retired at the end of August. And I found a new one here. And they won't give me an appointment until they get my records from my other one. And my other one's not in his office every day because he's retired. I'm like, people, I don't feel good. Can you please help me? So there's that. But I hope it's something quick. Yeah. I'm sorry, you guys, if it froze. I'm very sorry. I'm hoping he gets over it really quick. All right, guys, our tree's green and our, so Andrea, did you see Ginger? She's been working on, I think she's working on it, finishing it on her live right now. She covered a Bose bucket with her beautiful foam sheets and she's using it as a tree stand base for a mini tree. So I love the idea. I'm going to do that for my newest little granddaughter. Each Christmas, I give my grands for their first Christmas a mini tree for their room. So this is how I covered mine with some of the gingerbread clay. Decided I was going to make mine look like a little gingerbread house. So I made the little tree that we're going to add. We're going to decorate it. And then the little door, and I used some of my dye from my paper crafting stash to emboss the door. And now we're making the little gingerbread guy, and he's gonna hold a lollipop. So that's what we're working on now. So then as I was on live yesterday, we were brainstorming, and I came up with the idea that I'm gonna do a whole year-long series of them. And I let Ginger know, and she's gonna do them too with us. So basically, I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby and get one white little tree, neutral, and then I'm gonna decorate the buckets, and I'm using a Model Magic bucket. I'm gonna decorate the bottom of the buckets, one for each different season. So one snowman, one Valentine's Day, one Easter, one summer, one beachy one fall, one Pinkoween, and Christmas, and maybe a few others in between. Mine I'm gonna do double-sided, Christmas on one side, maybe winter on the other side, or whatever. Valentine on one side, Easter on the other side, just so I only will have to find a place to store 6 buckets and not 12 buckets. But yeah, I'm gonna start an album in my Create group, and everyone who decides to make them can share their projects in that album, and I'll share my little tutorials in case anyone wants to go back and see how I did any certain elements or find some inspiration. I'm going to share Ginger's in there as well, and I think it'll be so fun, and it'll be so fun to see everyone's different take. Like Lucy, if Lucy's still on here, when I did messy snow up top on mine, and then I'm gonna cover it with glitter. She's like, oh, I probably wouldn't want to do that. I would do something else. Isn't the ginger cute, Alma? I love gingies. All right, so what color lollipop? Here's the little stick. So we still have to do a bow for her and the lollipop. I'm thinking we'll do the lollipop blue, and her bow we can maybe do lavender. Do I have lavender? I'm sure I have lavender. I'm sure I have lavender. Yes, I do. I have some lavender from Debbie's Bright Ideas. So let's do her bow really quick and put her bow on. So that's what we're gonna do, and I think it'll be something fun for all of us to work on together throughout the whole year. And I think it'll be super fun for us to get inspiration and ideas from each other. You know, because someone may love the idea, but maybe how I finish one of mine, they don't want to finish theirs that way. But then they might see it a different way that someone else did, and they may love it. So, do you want to make them with us too? Andrea, do you want to make them with us too? That would be so fun. I think it'll be so fun. And I'm just going to get one probably white tree, or maybe I'll get one pink tree and one white tree. But like I was thinking white because it would be neutral. And then I will undecorate and redecorate. I'm not going to buy 12 trees. Little trees. I'll get one tree, and then I'll just undecorate and redecorate it with each season. And I'll keep them simple. I won't go over the top. It's just a tiny little tree. So, I say I won't go over the top. We'll see. It's so fun, right? And we all, you know, I said, you know, for those that use Bose clay, you have all the Bose clay buckets. That's what Ginger used. I used the Model Magic for my popcorn because Nessa from Up and Growing taught me to do it that way because it's stiffer. I mean, it's not necessarily really foam clay. It's a stiffer kind of air dry clay. And I have a lot of those buckets hanging around. So that's a great way to reuse them. But I've been telling everyone you could go to the dollar store and get a little waste basket to use for yours if you don't have buckets. Or you could go to the dollar store and get a box or one of the round containers. Some sort of Tupperware container. You know, I don't know, maybe something that you purchase from the grocery store routinely. Like big cheese balls or something that a tree would fit in. Anything that you have on hand. Trash to treasure. Okay, let's pop this little bow out. Super cute. Let's put the little bow on our little girl. It's cute in the lavender. I didn't want to do pink because the front door is pink, and her lollipop's probably going to be blue, and the tree is green. So I'm trying to use a lot of different colors. Super cute. Just like Yanera would say. Yanera's the one that taught me how to do that messy snow effect. Just like Yanera would say, super cute, super cute. She is super cute. I love her. She's so fun. All right, so then I thought, let's do maybe a little bit of blue and a little bit of hot pink. And make a tiny little, she's cute, isn't she, Yvette? She's coming out so sweet. So sweet. Then we'll have to figure out, I think on the tree, I just wanted to make some of these little candies. And we'll see if we want to add some of the light bulbs. We got to make the front door step. I'm keeping an eye on time because I don't want to keep you guys forever and ever and ever. All right, and I don't need a lot because this is just going to be a tiny little lollipop in this little Gingy's hand. So, where's my acrylic plate? She's cute, and I am so glad we went with the larger cookie cutter instead of the smaller one. I think the smaller one would have been too small for this application. Yeah, do it with us, Andrea. That would be so fun. Like I said, I'm going to start an album in my Create group, and we're going to post them there so everyone can see everyone's and get inspiration. All right, this is way more blue than what I need. So let's start thinning it out. Cut some of that off because I know it's way more than what I need. Yep, I'll have to go back and watch the replay of yours. After dinner tonight, I'll throw my pajamas on and I'll hop on the couch and I'll just get comfy and I'll watch replays of all of my friends' projects from today. And our Spanglish amigas are coming on tonight too. Today's Friday, right guys? Yeah. So Maricela and Debbie and Maria will be sharing something. I don't know what their theme is, but I'm sure it'll be something cute. Or maybe instead of a lollipop, this should have been some sort of candy. Because I was gonna use this stick with the twirls. Is that gonna look like way too much? With twirls from a lollipop? It might be too much. I would not be able to use that stick. Or is it all okay? Will it all just go? Maybe it'll all just go. Okay, let's get this. Let's get the pink rolled out. It does look cute with, if I do a swirly lollipop and then with the swirly stick too, it won't be too much swirls. It won't be too cuckoo, Alma. You think it'll be okay? Okay. I mean, gingerbread, kind of anything goes, I feel. Gingerbread is usually over the top, right? Gingerbread is usually lots of colors and lots of textures and lots of stuff. Okay. All right, let's make a lollipop. Am I still in the camera view? So these are real teeny tiny, so I don't want to mess with them too much because there's such teeny tiny little worms. And I'm not gonna twist it because they are so teeny tiny. I'm not gonna twist it. I'm just gonna roll it. And I feel like I almost can get two lollipops out of, well, we'll see. I'll start with rolling one and we'll see how far we get. So I just want to carefully twist the pink onto itself so it touches, and then carefully start rolling. and pushing down in the middle because it's gonna wanna come up. And we'll eyeball it to see how big, but I think it would be cute to have a big lollipop for this girl. I think it would be cute. It's Candyland. It should be lots of cute colors and textures and all of the things, right? Right. That's what I say too. That's what I say too. All right. I don't want this to be too big, but I feel like I didn't have enough to make two. We're gonna use it all. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big one. All right, so where's my, all right, so to finish a lollipop off, you want to cut it at an angle. And I always forget which way to cut it. In towards the candy. In towards the candy at an angle. In towards the candy. I feel like that's wrong, you guys. I feel like that's wrong. Andrea, help me. I want the blue to be larger than the pink. I want the pink to be smaller. I feel like that. I feel like that. So then when you swirl it, the outside color will swoop around the inside color, if that makes sense, you guys. And it's just like when I cut dovetails on ribbons, I always have to stop. Hi, Peggy, how are you? I always have to stop and talk to myself and think about it to make sure I'm cutting them the right way and not the wrong way. Okay. So the first way I cut it was not the correct way. The second way I cut it was the correct way. All right. Yes, the second time I did it, because you want your outside color to swoop around your inside color to make a nice finished edge. So you kind of have to talk yourself through it. And the first time I cut it, the pink was longer than the blue. I want the blue to be longer than the pink. So it worked out. I mean, it's not a big deal. If you cut it the wrong way the first time, and I had plenty of clay to work with. It wasn't like I was running out, so. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's like, who was I watching the other day? I was just watching someone. It might have been Shelby, because she makes all her characters. Sitting there. Oh, I think it was Nikki. Sitting there, and she was wanting to put thumbs on. She was wanting to do, oh, it was Tina. The little Santa she made. And she wanted the hands to be holding the top of the blanket with the thumbs. And she kept going like this. And she kept going, okay, I want my thumbs to be on the inside, right? Yeah. She's like, I want the thumbs to be on the inside, holding the blanket. So I have to do them this way. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one that talks to myself when I'm trying to figure things out. All right. So then we'll put the stick on. And this is so thin and tiny that I don't want to poke this stick up through. So I'm just gonna put it on from the behind because this is gonna be flat on our house anyways. So that's not a big deal at all, you guys. That normally you would poke your stick up through your lollipop, but because this is so tiny and thin and it is going to be flat on our little gingerbread house, you're not going to see the back for all intents and purposes. So I'm going to add just a little super glue onto the back and lay the stick on top of it and let it sit there. I'm going to push it in just a little and let it sit there and dry for a minute. Let's make her hands and then she will be done. And then, okay, I'll keep going till 5. I'll stop at 5. Oh, thank you so much, Stephanie. She's coming cute, isn't she? I love me a chunky Gingy, and she's gonna have that cute little lollipop in her hand. Oh, so sweet, you guys. So stinking cute. So let's make her 2 little hands. I'm just gonna roll little balls, keep it simple, and then we'll make some candies for our tree, and we'll decorate the tree. We'll put a doorknob on our front door with some of the new, have you guys seen the new Candyland gumballs I just added to the Paper Sweeties shop last weekend? They're super yummy and cute. All right, I feel like these are too big. Hi, Angie, how are you? I feel like that hand's just a little bit too big, so we'll cut it down a little. Hers is chunky though, so she can have some chunky hands. Cut this down a little. And then she'll hold her little lollipop. Cutie patootie. Let's see. Are these gonna be too big? No, I think they're gonna be okay. I want them chunky. I want them chunky. And I feel like the least chunky thing on our whole project so far is the door, so I definitely wanna, oh, poor Bailey. I definitely wanna work on the door a little bit to add, you know, maybe some holly leaves and berries to kind of zhuzh it up a little. We'll add a chunky doorknob. Bailey, maybe a garland over the top. Something. I can't wait to see how everyone else's comes out. I think they're going to be so adorable. All right, so her 2 little hands. And then we want the lollipop in between her hands. So I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to bring her off of my silicone mat. Ooh, because you know, you guys, one of these days, I am accidentally going to get super glue on my silicone mat, and I'm going to be so mad at myself. So mad at myself. So cute. And the clay is still wet, so I'm gonna put just something under this lollipop to hold it up so it doesn't, I don't want it to go down and touch her body. But how cute is she? Oh my gosh, with those chunky hands and that cute bow and all of her icing. Maybe my super glue container. Yep, I think that's the perfect size. I want her little hands to dry in place, holding that lollipop up. I don't want the lollipop to go down and touch her body. Okay, so let's make up some candies. I thought these little candies would be cute as decorations on our tree. She's cute, isn't she, Andrea? This is a cute gal. She's a cute gal. All right, so our tree is green. We'll definitely use our hot pink and our aqua. I feel like we should pull some of that lavender in that we did on her bow. Pink, aqua, lavender. The tree is already green. And then some mandarin orange. And how many do we want to make? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 6. So we'll make a couple of orange, a couple of pink, and then maybe 1 lavender and 1 blue, because the orange and pink are a little bit brighter. A little bit brighter. And then let's think of some ideas we could do to the door to chunky it up or give it something. We're gonna add a gumball. We're gonna add a gumball doorknob. Grab the gumballs right now. So let's add our doorknob. A gumball doorknob. Is this the right size or do I want something bigger? Maybe I want something bigger. Yeah. I think these are too small. So let's grab some of the foam beads that are also new to the shop. These are larger. Hi Barbara, how are you? And let's do, definitely not pink. Let's try aqua. Because I think purple would be maybe too close to the pink. Will the aqua work as the doorknob? Not there, but the color, I think. And I think that size is good. All right, these are the Candyland foam beads that I just added to the shop last weekend. We also have bubble gum, blue raspberry, mint green, and an apple green. And we also have mini pom-poms I just added too. We could do a little mini pom-pom. I think the foam bead is just a little bit bigger, but I have the mini pom-poms in all these sizes. Do you have a rope mold? You can make a rope for the door frame to chunk it up. Yes, I actually do have a rope mold, and that is a great idea. I like that idea. All right, so I want the doorknob on this side. Let's see. This dried overnight. I just want to make a tiny little indentation where I'm going to put the handle. And I want to add some super glue really quick, and then we'll put it back under our lollipop. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Barbara. Put a tiny bit of super glue right there. And then we just finished making our little gingy to go on the front of our gingerbread house for our mini tree stand. And I have my super glue tucked under the lollipop until it dries. Super cute, you guys. That's one of the blue raspberry, it's either blue raspberry or robin egg, I can't remember what I named it. Foam beads, new to the Paper Sweetie shop. It's the perfect little size, but I agree, Stephanie, it needs like a garland around it, or at least up top, or maybe we could do something with the holly leaves and berries something. It definitely needs something. But let's do these candies really quick, because I know for sure I want the candies on the tree, for sure. And then the only other thing I thought maybe, but then I decided against it. I was thinking maybe light bulbs going across the top where the snow is, but I feel like it would cover up that beautiful, our beautiful glittered canvas ribbon drip. I don't want to cover that up. I'm gonna glitter the snow. We'll add the elements. Yeah. So maybe we could do some teeny tiny light bulbs and add them to the tree. We'll see. Yep, the door definitely needs something because everything else is so zhuzhed up. I feel like the door is gonna need something. Maybe I could do small holly leaves and berries, like hanging down in this area, and then do a garland up top. Maybe that's what I'll try. Oh, that sounds pretty, Alma. That sounds so pretty. A bow and garland. That sounds very pretty. Isn't that pretty, Andrea? I saw Ginger using that on her chandelier that she made in the Beyond Bakes group. And I don't have room or a need for the chandelier, but I had to have the ribbon. And I had $20 of free money to spend at Michael's for a recent purchase. I had some rewards money sitting on my account. So I ordered $20 of the ribbon. I got $20. I think I got 3 or 4 rolls of it for free. I think I ordered 4 rolls and it ended up costing me $4 with my rewards. So I like when stuff is free. Free is good, right? Holly berry wreath for the door. Ooh, I like that idea. Holly berry wreath. That sounds nice. That would give it some chunk. That would give it some chunk. Yeah, right? Yeah. $4 for 4 rolls of that yummy glitter sparkle ribbon is not a bad deal at all. Not a bad deal at all. Yeah, well, my husband probably should be getting home right around 5-ish. I think he was in Raleigh today for work, and I think he hit the road to come back home about 2:30, because I had just gone live and he was trying to call me. So he should be getting home about 5:15. I have no idea what we're gonna do for dinner. I bought stuff the other day to make spaghetti and meatballs. I'm in a spaghetti and meatballs kind of mood, but I didn't, I wasn't organized enough earlier in the day to get all of my stuff into my crock pot. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow. So maybe we'll get pizza for dinner tonight. Maybe we'll get pizza. Okay, so I did 2 tangerine, 2 pink, and then I'll do a blue and a lavender to put on our green tree of the candies, and then we'll pop them on. Ooh, chicken soup in the crock pot. That sounds so yummy. I made that for myself, Andrea, a couple of weeks ago when I first got, Sunday, yep. When I first got sick, I felt, and it's so funny because when I was at my son and daughter-in-law's helping with the baby, and that's when I got sick from them, I made my daughter-in-law a big crock pot of chicken soup because she was not feeling good and so sick. So, hi Jill, how are you? So I made her a big crock pot of soup. And she's like, oh, thank you. I hope you don't get sick. And I went home and I got sick. So I didn't have anyone here to make me chicken soup. So I had to make chicken soup for myself. There's nothing worse than when the mom is sick. Because when the kids are sick and then when the husband's sick, then the mom does all of the things and takes care of all the people and runs to the drugstore and runs to the grocery store and does, you know, all of the things. But when the mom is sick, the mom has to do it. The mom has to do it. I mean, my husband, he did run to the store a few times for me, and he did get me the ingredients for the chicken soup. And then I wanted, I felt like because the first day I had sore throat, I said, oh, can you get me some Klondike, the mint chocolate chip? I felt like mint chocolate chip Klondike bars. And that day, I only really was eating like, I hadn't made the soup yet, so I was eating ice cream and pudding and Jell-O. No one takes care of the mom. Yep. So he went and got me the ingredients, and I made myself some chicken soup. And I ate off that like all week. I made it really chunky. I cooked off some egg noodles, and then in the soup I put carrots and onions and celery, and I put barley and some rice. I made it really chunky because I knew that's probably all I was going to be eating. So to make it a little bit more substantial, I made it, I like a chunky soup, and I literally ate off it all week. I switched off between the ice cream and the Jell-O and the chicken soup. It was so good. When you're sick, I mean, chicken soup just makes you feel better, I feel. So I do feel better. But I gotta get that worked out with my ENT from Chapel Hill and get my records transferred over to the new office here in Morehead City, where I found an ENT. He won't give me an appointment until he has my records. That one didn't come out, you guys. Hi, Tumblr fanatics. Hold on. Patty. Hi, Patty. How are you? I told you next time I was gonna remember your given full name. Are you proud of me? How are you today? I'm gonna be signing off shortly because I've been on a while and I feel like y'all are sick of me, but I'll show you how far I got. I'm working on the little mini tree stand bucket I started for my granddaughter yesterday, and then decided I was gonna make one for myself, and then decided I was gonna make a bunch of them for myself for all year long for different seasons, like make an Easter one and a summer one, a beach one, a Pinkoween one. So we're working on that. Oh, thank you. We're working on that. All right, I need my super glue, so let's see if I could switch. So here's the little Gingy we made to put on the little gingerbread house, and she's sitting off to the side drying. And I have a little tube of super glue up under her to prop her lollipop up, because I don't want her lollipop to stick to her body. Okay, and then I thought I would just add these cute little candies to our tree. And then of course, I'll go back in. I'm so sorry, guys. Like I said, my husband's not home. It's very windy here today. and Bailey is barking at everything. First off, because Daddy's not here, so she's bent out of shape. And then it's windy here, so she's barking at everything. Okay, guys, the little candy mold, they are the perfect size for our little tree. Hi, Regina. So cute, right? So, so cute. Perfect little size for our tree. We'll see. I made 6 of them. We'll see if we need all 6. Maybe yes, maybe no. We will see. They're so cute, you guys. Perfect size for our tree. All right, I'll do a blue one. Oh my gosh. I am smitten, you guys. Do you love it? I love it. We'll do the little lavender one. And then another pink one up over here. Perfect size for our tree. And then another little tangerine one. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love this. I love this. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. So cute. So cute. Right? Yeah. She's just a Mrs. Barks a lot. Then I think I want to add some of the foam balls. Hi, Amy Lynn Burke. How are you, my sweet, talented friend? Love, 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 love everything you've been creating lately. Oh my gosh. Those gingies, the one with the bubble gum, the cute little hot cocoa mugs you've been making. So sweet. So adorable. I love it all. I love it all. All right, so I'm gonna add a few of these cute little round foam balls to look like little ornaments on the tree. Just a few here and there. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I thought it would be cute to add a few of the little foam balls to look like ornaments. And they're really lightweight, so they won't weigh this little tree down. And they're the perfect little size for our little tree. Little bubblegum one. And I'm kind of just tucking them wherever there's not a candy. I'm kind of tucking them just to look like a little ornament. Cute, right guys? So cute. Okay, I think I need a yellow one. They're a little bit different sizes, so I'm trying to pick out the ones that are all kind of the same size. Some of them are a little bit smaller. Add one right here. He's so tiny. It's a little hard to work with because he's so tiny. And then maybe a blue one. And then we might be done with the tree. We got to put a topper on it. We got to put a little topper on it. Feeling like I need one more right there, and I want it to be pink, I think. These foam balls are so fun. You can use them for a lot of different things. Amy, you use them a lot, the foam ball beads on your gingies, I've noticed. You use them a lot. I lied, one more. I need one more down here. Down here, and then I'll hold it up to show you guys. I'm trying to decide what color. There's a purple candy and an orange candy. So I'm thinking another yellow one. But I want to find one of the larger size. Bailey is just bent out of shape. The poor little thing. There's one that I want right there. Right there. Got it. Just the perfect one. And then I'm trying to think how I want to finish the top of the tree off, you guys. I could just go traditional and cut a star out with a star cookie cutter. Hi, Nadine. But I'm thinking I might want to think outside the box. I'm thinking I might want to make a teeny little cupcake and put a cupcake up there for the tree topper. That's so stinking cute, you guys. I love it to pieces. Who's gonna do this with me? Who's gonna do this cute, fun, little mini tree seasonal stand decor series with me all next year? We're starting with our Christmas one. Then we'll move on to winter, and then we'll do Valentine's, and then we'll do spring, Easter. Yeah, I think it's gonna be so fun. All right, let me show you where we're at so far, and then I'm gonna let you guys go because I've been on for quite a while, and I know it's getting to be dinner time in a lot of people's areas. So here is the base of the bucket. So today we covered it with all the messy white foam clay up top to look like snow. We piped in, it's just a white worm rolled to look like royal icing, piped into the corners for the seams, to cover the seams of our foam clay. Yesterday we added the drip that I traced and cut out of canvas ribbon. And then right now we finished decorating our little tree. She still needs a topper and a base. We're still working on what we want to do to the door to make the door a little bit more substantial. I think she needs probably some holly berries, holly leaves and berries, a wreath or a garland. There's not a lot of room for garland, so maybe some sort of wreath. And I'm going to do a s'mores cookie for the threshold here for the door. And then we have our little Gingy that's still drying, so I'm gonna be careful with her. I don't want that lollipop to touch her body. But we have our little Gingy. Door down, guys, door down. And I'm gonna hold her because the white clay is still wet. But how cute, you guys. How cute. So cute. Carissa, you see the tree? See how the tree is coming? We put the doorknob on the door. I'm gonna do some more decorating on the door. And then Gingy Girl is drying. I don't want her lollipop to fall and touch her body. So I'm gonna leave her sitting overnight with something propped under the lollipop. But she's gonna go right there. How cute, you guys. So cute. And then I have the tree that I will decorate all Candyland and insert inside the mini tree stand bucket. I'll prop it up with styrofoam and then wedge it in there. Cover the top with some sort of white snowy material. Decorate the tree. I have pink lights and cute little candy ornaments. And this is going to be for my brand new baby granddaughter for her first Christmas. But Mimi's gonna make another one for herself, and that's what we're gonna do together all year. Okay, you guys? So just let me know if you wanna join us. I'll start an album in my Create with Paper Sweeties group, and all the tutorials and all of everyone's pictures of their finished projects can go there. But I'm loving how the tree's coming. I have to still add some kind of a topper. We can do a star, but I'm thinking a little mini cupcake. So I'm gonna mull over that idea a little bit. And then I definitely wanna do something more to the door. I'm thinking maybe something with these holly leaves and berries, or I can even maybe do little lights on some kind of little cord strung like around the inside of the door. I'll think on it. And then our little Gingy, and I have to prop her lollipop up. But she came out really, really cute. Really cute. I'm gonna put this under her lollipop, so I want it to dry up and not touching her body. So, as her hands dry overnight, they'll dry onto that lollipop and they'll hold it up. So that's that. That's how little baby Brooks is gonna be. And then I'm gonna do the same thing again for my own one. So I'll be working on that. Andrea, make it with us. Make it with us. It'll be so fun. It'll be so fun. There's a bunch of us that are gonna make them. So make it with us. Can't you see, like, cute for winter with snowmen, and so stinking cute for Easter with bunnies, and cute summer, summer, and then a cute Pinkoween one next year for Halloween. I'm gonna do mine Pinkoween. You guys can do however. That'll be the neat thing too, as we finish them and post completed pictures into the album. It'll be, one, cute to see how everyone spins the idea and makes it their own. Different shaped bucket, different materials. And two, if you're kind of stumped for ideas, that'll be a great place to go for inspiration. And then if you join us mid-year and you decide you want to just hop on like in June and start making them, you could go back and watch the tutorial, the basic tutorials on how to, make the bucket or give you some ideas on how you can make the bucket. So make it with us. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I kept you really long. I feel like we got more accomplished today, though, than yesterday. Yesterday, I was just trying to figure out how to cover my bucket with Ginger's pretty foam sheets, because you guys see my bucket is not completely square or rectangle. It's concave on the sides, and then from the top to the bottom, my bucket slants in. So I had to do a little bit of surgery yesterday, but I took my time. If you take your time with your hot glue and your foam sheets, you can make it work. And then today we did the messy snow up top and the royal icing piped sides to cover our seams. And that worked out perfect, you guys. Perfect. All right, guys, thank you to everyone who joined me. If you're watching after I sign off on the replay, please leave me a hashtag replay so I know you were here. I always go back and watch my videos and to comment on anyone's questions or comments. So I would love to know if you were here after with your hashtag replay, and I'd love for you to glitter me or sprinkle me out, share me with your friends, and tell your friends about our cute little idea that we're gonna do this seasonal 12-month-long series next year, and invite everyone to join us. I think it'll be so fun for a bunch of us to do it together. All right, guys, thank you. Happy Friday. I know there's gonna be a lot more inspiration tonight, a lot more of our friends are sharing. So enjoy tonight, throw your jammies on, get you something yummy to drink, and I'll see you, because that's what I'm gonna be doing. All right, hopefully I'll be on tomorrow. I'm doing the 30 days of content challenge, so trying to come on live every day. Thank you very much. Okay, Nadine, yep, watch the replay. I started it yesterday, so you can catch yesterday's replay on how we started the bucket, and then we worked on some of the embellishments today. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.